And I ask to Massimo Bardazzi, that is General Manager for the Apparel Division in Limonta. Thank you very much, Massimo.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to keep it tradition. We're going to start with a video, if you can, please.
Cross-pollination is the best way to integrate new ideas with existing knowledge. Their fusion is the path to generate innovation and overcome the limits of today. This is where creativity meets transformation. This is the highest expression of the human spirit. History has taught us, since the dawn of man, it's the only way new ideas come into being. It's the power of resilience turning into evolution. It happens also in industry. It's called cross-pollination. It's a synergy of expertise between different fields. It's the harbinger of progress. This is the secret to being the best. Luxury, innovation, and sustainability. This is Altera, a new era.
We wanted to start showing you know who we are as Limonta. I'll introduce the group in a minute, but the latest product we have developed, because that's why we are recognized on the market. We are not a company that sits still, despite being around since 1893. Paul is the fourth generation CEO and majority owner of the company. But we are a company that look at the future. That's we are perceive our client. Altera is a product that is made by synthetic fiber, by recycle, or cotton fiber, totally recycled, totally innovative, but it's processed in a tanning process which is old and everyone else in this room. So the process are all 70 years old, but the fabric is a fabric that is still in the future. So what we offer now to the market is something that's completely eco-sustainable, but have a touch of the leather that could be used by Hermes. And that's what we want to offer to the market. Textile is considered a sector which is a little bit older, let's say, mature, but we want to show our clients, we want to show the market that is a sector in which is worth to invest because it's growing and it's representing the future of what we are. We, as a company, we are a textile production, so we have a fully vertical production. So we do weaving, we do our finishing or ennobling. It's a word I didn't even know until the chart was done, and coating. So we are very, very diverse, very, very unique in Europe and in the world. Most of the company in textile are specialized into something. So there's somebody that does tailoring, like most of you wearing clothes from Biella, I guess, today. And as some is specialized in leather, some is specialized in technical. We are specialized in technical fiber, so predominantly nylon and polyester. And then we are specialized in cotton, but we are also specialized in silk, and we are specialized in printing, and we are specialized in coating, and we are specialized in automotive, and we specialize in interior. So the versatility of our group, it's almost unique, and it's quite incredible to see how it operates if you come inside. Our clients can come to us for a coat, can come to us for a bag, can come to us from a sofa, and there's a lot cross-pollination in the sector, like you guys have seen in it before. These are all collaboration, all special edition. We are able to provide all of that to all our clients. This is an image that I wanted to have in this slide because it represents an industrial operation in the heart of Italy, in Brianza. I myself am considered a foreigner because I'm from Tuscany, so it's not really a local. And starting in Limonta, I mean, I know the company for years. Just to give you a glance who I am, I've been working for 20 past years in the luxury sector. I've worked as a head of R&D or head of textile design. It depends the company, how you want to call it. Head of creative textile in the latest iteration. I work in New York, work in Amsterdam, the latest iteration in London. I work for Ralph, Tommy Hilfiger, Burberry. And what is unique about this company? Normally I work in an international environment. And what is unique about this company, we have a lot of people that come from actually the village in which the factory is built. The village is called Costa Masnaga. The Costa Masnagensi, right? Yeah, Masaghesi, Staghesi, are actually the heart of the company. You have 2 or 3 generations of the same family that work in a company, which is important for 2 things mainly. First of all, the knowledge stays in the company. Second, we have an incredible talent creation program in the company that became so successful and so recognized that now we can attract talent from our competitors, which is in the area of Como, the area of Prato, and the area of Biella. Everyone knows you come into Limonta, you're there to stay, you're ready to grow in your knowledge and your capabilities, of course, in your salary and in your recognition. This is our industrial footprint at a glance. We have 4 production sites in Italy, 2 companies in Asia. I'm going to expand later about that. One is the latest acquisition, what we did, BATM is a company in Korea, but I'll expand that later, but it's very important for us. Then we have a company in the US. It's a beautiful showroom. We think the North American market is a great opportunity for us. It's been for a while, and we have the nephew of Paul actually running this operation. Therefore, all the division that we have, and is very successful at the moment. 830 people and 12 millions fabric that we produce every year. So in Europe, this is a unique case for sure. It's another glance. I really love the factory, so guys, sorry for the repeating picture. We have 220 weaving looms, 95 of that is jacquard, which no one else in the world, bar none. Jacquard looms, for people that don't know, it's like allow complete flexibility. You can do whatever you want, there's no limitation. If you have an image of a picture, some of our clients come to us, a picture, in 2 days, you have a replicated picture in a fabric form. And you can do your fashion show, Louis Vuitton, Dior, and so on and so forth. We have 6 coating lines that allow us to do the best fabric for bags in the world and from automotive. We have 50 finishing plants, 4 resination, 30 dye machine, a 20 digital print machine. So as I said before, we can do whatever is requested by the clients. We're very, very, very flexible. This is the way the company is structured. So we have division, fashion, which is what I'm responsible for. We have the accessories, so the bags, the footwear, and we have apparel, which we have piece dye fabric, jacquard printed. To be honest, we also do jacquard print in the interiors. We have the interiors division, which you guys use, that many of the big companies in the world uses it. And then we have Society, which is the only direct-to-consumer brand that we have in a company. Society sell bell linens. We have shops in Milan, in Rome, Geneva, just to mention a few, New York. And it's the only direct-to-consumer. So we offer this bell linen. I mean, I ask you to maybe to look at the website or to go to the shop in Milan to see exactly what we do. It's a very unique product offering compared to the rest of the market. And finally, we have the automotive. Fashion. What we are recognized for fashion. I remember the first time I started in Burberry, that was my last company that I worked for like 16 years ago. There was the head of the creative director at the time that came to me. I think the second day I was there, they let me start on the 23rd of December, just to say. So we had to work on the 24th. And they came there and said, okay, do you know the 10 best fabric produced by Limonta? And at the time, I knew Limonta, but I didn't know that I had to remember all the name of the fabric they produce. That to see how Limonta is embedded on the mind of the designer worldwide. If you consider, just to give you an understanding, you guys wear suits, so you wear wool, but I think most of you sooner or later will start wearing Moncler, right? Because it's down. So if you wear Moncler, the fabric for your done by us. If you wear Prada, the nylon jacket, the backpack, the bum bag, this is done by us as well. If you're a lady, you wear a Dior bag with a Dior oblique, that's us. If you wear a Louis Vuitton bag, the tan with the LV logo, that's us. Just to tell you who we are and what we represent on the market. For the interiors, we have a beautiful division. If you come into our company, we have this archive. I was like fascinated the first time I see. You have this beautiful array of arazzi and your carpeting and all intricacy of color and design and texture. And what we took all of that and we transfer into interiors. So we have a beautiful interior collection that today, if you are I don't know, if you have a nice house, you have your B&B sofa, your Minotti sofa, you most likely sit on a Limonta fabric comfortably in your living room. Society is this beautiful brand that sells bed linens, and we have it direct to consumers, so we have a great opportunity. During the Salone del Mobile, we do a great event to showcase the product that we offer. And finally, the automotive. So we work mostly for fabric for Stellantis, Ford, BMW. If you have my latest car was a 500 Elettrica in London, and I think last time Paolo called me to offer me a job like almost 1 year ago. I was just going to Richmond Park and I realized I was sitting actually on Limonta fabric when I was offered a job to start in Limonta, which is quite. So see, this is some of the product we do. What I was telling before, one very important thing about being Limonta is just we can use information we have from different sector for each one of us. So you will think about automotive is completely diverse, the interior, and completely separate from fashion. But you can use the technology that you gain in that sector and translate it immediately in the other sector. The abrasion test that you do in automotive help us to make the lightest and most strenuous fabric you can do for down jacket. Now the fabric that we offer for down jacket is tendanial, so basically it's something to use for your stockings, and it's used to do a down project for technical brands. And that all only allow us to do that because we have this cross-pollination across the different sector. Heritage and expertise, industrial footprint. Allow me to spend a little bit more time on that part because it's very important to understand what is important to our customer. We are a company that is fully integrated. Most of our competitors work in industrial cluster. I mean, most of you are Italian, I assume. So as you know, the Italian market for textile is very divided. So you have expertise in textile, expertise in finishing, expertise in enabling. Normally you have a company that gathers this information together, create a collection and sell it on the market. We can do everything inside the company. That allows us to offer a complete safe environment for all the brand to work with, have a complete confidentiality in the product, and have the ability to develop product at the pace that no one else can do on the market. The other part, which is fundamentally understandable how we work in the fashion world, especially the tailor research. Consider that a company like Limonta come out with 4 collections a year. So we have a collection we present Milano Unica, mid-collection, another collection, Milano Unica comes twice a year. So when we do that, we present a collection. But that's the starting point. Then the head of the fashion houses come to our offices, or we go to them, and together we develop a special project, a special idea. It's something that allows the company to be unique. That company, that collection to be unique. With that, we are in a position as to offer this service, being vertically, no one else actually can offer to the client at the level, at the speed, the confidentiality that they need. Another important part of our process is R&D. We have more than 40 people that work on R&D in just technical development. We sign, let's say, almost an NDA every month to work with startups and major brands around the world. That allow us to have, to be the benchmark for the sector to understand if its technology is mature enough to go to the market or if it needs development. So every brand in the world at a certain level start operating with us, and we offer them their level of security and technical knowledge for them to be able to go to the customer without any issue, any problem, and with all the trade compliance that are needed. Consider that we are to a point, I can't reveal exactly the name of the company, but in December you see our logo being embedded in the garments. So we're going to be a label inside that say this fabric is made by Limonta. It's so important. We became so important as a technical partner that this company asked us actually to be able to be named on their garment, which for us it's a great way to start expanding a label. As you can send to be a business to business, it's very difficult to develop a label because you're not you don't have visibility. This is allowed to be, let's say, something to relate to you, maybe a new Gore-Tex. That's which are our future, what we're going to go towards. The internationalization of production was something that we started in 2007. In 2007, we have, about 10 years ago actually, sorry, in 2014, we started investing in China. The reason why we invested in China was because most of the manufacturers were moving the production site to China or Southeast Asia. The idea for us was not to work with not to have our collection replicated, but to do our own strategy. With that, we actually realized there was a potential to grow with new technology, and so we added also a production in BATM. Now, these three collection, we have Limonta 1893, the Italian collection, the collection of East, which is a collection that we do in China, and the collection of BATM, which is a collection we do in Korea, are three different identities will help us to segment the market. So instead of working just with Moncler, the Louis Vuitton, now we can work with the Nike, now we can start working with the North Face, now we can start working with the Hello Yoga, with the Lululemon, and work at every level of the market with three different identities. Sustainability. Everything we do, I'm trying to go fast so we can talk about now. Everything we do, we try to do with a hint of sustainability. We have in mind what's important for us, so create everything with that in mind, and we have a plan and a process already in place. I'll let you read the part, and the most important, I'll give you the numbers. The most important part that you see here is how we produce. It's almost 80% of our yarn now are completely recycled, which is a requirement will be on the market very soon. And we have a partnership with yarn supplier to a point that in 2025, we're going to launch yarn made by Limonta requirements with our own branding, that we offer the brand to have our own labeling expanding into other realm of the quality. I'll pass on to Paola.
First of all, thank you for the invitation to TIP. And let me say that we are proud to be part of this prestigious group of companies. I think that Massimo explained very well the situation of Limonta, our company. Massimo is one of the young managers that we hired in last years. And we are building a very skilled, committed and capable group of a team of work which will be ready to face the challenges of the future, which will be very, of course, demanding. When we signed the contract with TIP in 2021, the strategy was clear. The idea was to grow both organically and by acquisition. What happened is that so far we have been able to complete just one acquisition, which is BATM, is a Korean company that we acquired mainly for two reasons. The first reason is that in Korea they excel for production of what they call lifestyle fabrics, and which is a different product that we produce in Limonta, and so we have been able to complete our range of product with this acquisition. The second goal is more geopolitical. As you probably know, many of our customers, they are, let's say, not officially, but they are asking us to offer another alternative in Asia for their supply chain, because they want to move from China. They are very worried about the future situation, the evolution of the relationship between US and China and the situation of Taiwan. So they practically, almost all of them, they are moving the supply chain outside of China. We expect in 2025 to have more acquisition. We have a pipeline of many interesting opportunities. So we are working on these opportunities, and as I repeat, I expect that next year we will be able to complete at least one or two acquisitions. We want to grow through organically and through acquisition. Acquisition, we are focused on completing our range of products. For example, we are interested in acquiring a printing company or a knitting company to complete our range, and or, for example, in the interiors business, we are not producing velvets for furnishing and upholstery, and that would be a very interesting product for us to add to our offer. I briefly come to the figures. As you can see, our problem in this year is growth, because we passed from 2022, our turnover was 195 million. Then we decreased to 186 in 2023. Also due to the fact that in these 2 years we worked also on rationalizing our production, and we get rid of some production not strategic for us. For example, we were producing wallpapers, but we decided to, let's say, to quit that market and focus only on the strategic businesses. 2024, we expect a turnover of 120 million, maybe 1 or 2 million more. We have been affected this year, as you probably know, from the situation of the luxury brands, who are our main customers. Most of them are facing difficult times, and as you probably know, yesterday also LVMH, they presented their third quarter report. For the first time, unfortunately, in the last 4 years, they had a decrease of 5% in the fashion and leather goods business, which is their core business. Apart of that, we are in any case confident for the future, because we have some new projects coming ahead. Coming to our EBITDA, in 2022 was 40.4 million, in 2023 44.2. We expect at the end of this year to land at 37. The net income 2022 17.9, 2023 27.4. Forecast for 2024 is 25. Some words about our cash position, which is positive. As you can see, we had 89 million euro net cash position in 2022, 128.6 in 2023, and we expect to land on 93 million in 2024. Due also to the fact that we distributed this year in July 50 million euro dividend. So the net cash position expected at the end of 2024 is significant, for us represent a catalyst for the group growth of the future. We have exceeded time, so I stop here, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Attention.
Thank you.